AstroNerdBoy here. Today we are going to go over the Planning for Christmas 2019 event for Fate Grand Order and the US servers. Now we are going over to the fandom.com wiki site for Fate Grand Order, and we're going to look at the 2017 event in the Japanese server, because this is what we will get for the US 2019 event. So the Welfo servant this time is Attila the Santa. And if we look over here at her kit real quick, her first ability is Starman's Gift, rank B. And as you can see, charge one allies in P gauge, increase their critical star generation by 30% for 3 turns. And if you max this out, the NP gain is 20%. So pretty cool. She's got a minor battery charge there. Her second ability is Rainbow Candy Crafts, rank B. Increases one ally's NP damage for 1 turn. Increases their critical damage for 1 turn. At level 10, that is 30% for both buffs. Attila's third skill is Twinkling Star Crest EX rank. The first buff it applies is Ignores Invincibility for 3 turns. The second buff is Increases own critical star absorption for 3 turns. The third buff is Increases own defense for 3 turns. However, it puts on a delayed debuff timer, and that debuff timer is Stun Self for 1 turn after 3 turns. And as you can see here, the critical star absorption at level 10 is 600%, and the defense increases 30% at level 10. For passive skills, Magic Resistance rank C, increases own debuff resistance by 15%. Riding rank EX, increases own quick performance by 12%. Decline of Civilization EX, increases own critical damage by 10%. And Divinity rank B, increases own damage by 175 points. Her Noble Phantasm is rank EX, and it is called Candy Star Photon Ray, Rainbow of the Holy Knight, Sword of the War God. It is an anti-world classification, quick type with a 10 hit count, and it deals damage to 1 enemy, which at NP5, which hopefully we'll all get, will be a 2000% damage. And then the overcharge effect is to gain crit stars. Her Ascension material in this event is going to be the Santa Mustache, so we'll need 4 of those. And this is the price to upload her various skills. Her stats ranking: Strength at C, Endurance B, Agility A+, Mana A, Luck A, and Noble Phantasm EX. Unfortunately, the GamePress.gg site has not updated their database to include Attila the Santa, so I don't know what ranking they will give her. If I had to suspect, I would say it would probably be a tier 2 ranking, but we'll see what they say. Like last year's Christmas event to get Santa Lily, you'll need a special ticket to get a permanent copy of Attila the Santa, and then you'll need 4 other wreath currencies to get the additional copies of her to get her to NP5. The Santa mustaches will be used for her Ascension material. Merry Sheep will be the event craft essence for the 2019 Christmas event. This is the CE that we will get out of the store and through drops on farming. And the lottery currency here is this, whatever this medicine vial, whatever it is. Fandom's wiki does not actually identify it, unfortunately. When max limit broken, Merry Sheep will give a plus 10% to arts and quick performance, and also give you 4 critical stars every turn. And as most people have been anticipating, the raid up servant for this event is going to be Eresh, aka Tosaka-ren in blonde hair, and she's going to be joined by Attila, the old 5-star servant Saber. Other Babylonia servants will be getting raid ups, including Castor Gil, Anna, aka Medusa Lancer, and our girl Ushiwaka Maru, who's a pretty decent 3-star rider. The Gacha CE for this event is the 5-star Starry Nights, which will increase your buster performance by 10% and your critical damage by 10% and your starting NP gauge at 40%. When max limit broken, it will be 15%, 15%, and 50% starting NP. Party Time is the 4-star CE, which will be used for the Angel Ornament currency. And finally, the 3-star CE is Snow Pirates, which will be used for the regular ornament currency. As in other events of this type, you'll want certain servants to increase your currency drop rates. And as you see here, the Babylonia theme continues as we are using Babylonia servants for the most part. Or entirely. I don't remember if he was in or not. I know Atilla was not, but because she's the rate up servant for this event, I guess that, and she's an old servant at that, I suppose that's why they are putting her in there. And as long as you're not new to the game, you can use the previous Christmas welfare servants to improve your snowman drop rates. Pretty much identical to last Christmas's Santa Lily event. The first 4 grand prizes for the lottery are going to be the essential material. The 5th one will be the actual ticket that you get to make Attila the Santa permanent. Number 6 is going to be the delightful crystallized lore. And then 7 through 10 are going to be the status up cards. And of course, those are going to be the plus 20 to your stats after you give them the plus 1000 bonus. Each lottery box is going to be about 600 of these vials. And as is typical, for the first 10 boxes, you're going to be able to get gold apples and silver apples. After clearing the first 10 boxes, everything after that, pretty typical. Currency, friend points, the wreath currency here, and then of course all this other lovely wildcard embers, secret gems, magic gems, and shining gems. There are some items you probably want to get out of the event shop. The wreath currency, which comes from the lotteries, will be pretty easy to keep getting all of this. That should be pretty easy to clear, including all 4 copies of Attila the Santa. In order to clear the gold snowman currency shop, you'll need 4,800 of the snowman currencies. We'll get a couple of merry sheep out of here, some hearts and bloodstone tears for those who need it, as well as lamp of demon sealing, and of course some status up cards. For the angel ornament silver shop, you'll need 3,900 of those currency. We'll get 1 merry sheep out of there, and some other items, as you can see here. For the bronze ornament or candle or whatever this is shop, we need 3,300 of those currencies. Again, the 4th Merry Sheep CE, and this other lovely stuff, if you need it. Always get these, though, the status up cards. If you're a newer player and have gotten through the Babylonia story, you will be able to participate in this Christmas event. One of the reasons that lotteries are so popular with players is because of the sheer amount of loot you can get. As such, most people do not emphasize clearing the shop stores. As I said earlier, because the wreaths drop from the lottery boxes, clearing the wreath store will be quite easy. When it comes to the other currency stores, the priority should be the craft essence first in each one of the stores. After that, I would probably go for the status up cards. And then if you just absolutely need something, like everyone needs hearts probably. So if you need something, without a doubt, go ahead and get it. Otherwise, don't worry too much about clearing the shop if you don't absolutely have to. Instead, your focus should be on the lottery and getting as many lottery boxes as you can during the course of the event. As I said earlier, we'll need 600 of these vile currencies to clear out all the loot from this one lottery box. And then after we get to 10, we'll still need 600 to clear it out. Because we want to clear as many of these lottery boxes as we can over the course of the event, we want to 3-wave clear the currency farming if at all possible. By doing this, we will obtain more currency per hour than we would attempting to be efficient with our AP usage. Feel free to spend all of your apples in this event because the rewards are worth it. To help us in this goal, there is an amazing Google document I stumbled onto, which I will have the link in the description and maybe in the card up above. This way we can clear each wave and get that quote-unquote 3-wave clear that I was talking about earlier. Now this document is geared toward currency farming for the lottery, not worrying about the stores. Like many of these events, the developers have put time barriers to slow down our progress. As such, this guide shows how best to maximize your lottery vial currency gains through each gate. And as we see here through gate 1, and they're working on this by the way still, and props to the people who built this because you've done an amazing job. The gate 1 shows, okay, if you have these servants and you've got 6 merry sheep, you're going to require a lot of RNG, but you know, you can possibly 3-wave clear it. And then it goes to show in detail what you need to do to get through each wave, and then the damage, the increased damage you do for up to NP5. But we look through this and it's just amazing, all the different setups that you can use. And thankfully, the people who've done this document have not forgotten about the free-to-play people. But as we said, they're still working on this. Gate 4 is where we're going to start picking up the best place to farm the bronze candle or ornament currency. And as we can see here, if you've whaled like me, you can do the 5x Merry Sheep if you have 5, and do the double Lancer Altoria, Noble Phantasm, and then Gilgamesh to wrap things up. And if we look at that fight, you'll see it's an old Berserker fight with a Paul Bunyan as the servant at the end, and we've got a Spriggan in wave 2, but they've got some insane hit points, so 3-wave clearing, I definitely recommend going back to this guide and looking through and seeing what servants you have, and of course what Merry Sheep you have, to try to clear these as best as you can for 3-wave clearing. And lovely enough, they also show the ones that they recommend the most. And as before, we've got the free-to-play options. So this is very nice. I like this a lot. Of course, they say free-to-play, but you know that also presumes you've actually scored some of these. Well, this was an event CE, and it presumes that you weren't able to get some of these previous event CEs. And if you weren't, like I don't think I have this one. I may have this one. No, I have that one. Then it's going to be a little bit more difficult, admittedly. And then for the angel ornament or whatever it is, just looking through the setups for the 3-wave the 3-turn wave clears. And you can go through this yourself and see all the different stuff, but I mean, just look at this work. This work is amazing. I don't know who did this. I'm sure it's like a bunch of different people. Looks like it's a bunch of different people that have been adding to this. But the work here is just freaking incredible. I can't emphasize that enough. The level of detail into this. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I'm very thankful. I wish I remember how I stumbled onto this, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I shared it with you guys, because yeah, I just cannot say enough good things. 3-wave clearing, 3 turns is just the way to go. And of course, we've got all the different currencies for the stores. And again, the emphasis is not on the currency for the store. The emphasis is on the lottery currency. That's what all this is for. I'm guessing there may be some document somewhere for maximizing your efficiency in the different currencies, but I don't know where it's at. If you know where it's at, let me know in the comments. But as we see here, this is just, look at these setups are just amazing as all get out. And like I said, we'll have the description, the link in the description. And of course, now here's the big one when the lottery gate opens, gate 7, showing the different setups here. And this will be the one that we all start doing once gate 7 unlocks. This is, I mean, pretty much, if you're going to clear the stores, try to get them done before gate 7. Once gate 7 unlocks, you're just going to want a currency farm for the lottery boxes. The QP, the star embers, that alone, where you just can start leveling up servants, is just well worth it. And if you're like me, you have a whole bevy backload of servants that you just cannot get leveled up because you don't have the time. See, this one won't help me because I don't have Kuro-chan, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But I can do this one if I get a double Waver Coon. But yeah, we'll just keep strolling through this real quick just to show you all the different setups that they've worked on. Trying to cover as many bases as they can to accommodate as many players as possible. And I love that. I think this is just amazing stuff here. Really amazing work. And the fact that they have not forgotten the free-to-play players, that because when you try to 3-turn wave clear with a free-to-play team, it's not nearly as easy as it is with a bunch of 5-star servants, obviously. So, well, I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a like and let me know in the comments what you thought. Also, subscribe to my channel. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal, and we've been slowly but steadily growing here. And I'm also on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, just look up AstroNerdBoy there. Trying to get my affiliate status over there. And if you're into anime and manga, I have an anime and manga blog at anime.astronerdboy.com. And as you can see, I'm doing the Babylonia anime, Azur Lane. I'm doing the Today's Menu for Emiya Family. I'm catching up on that. It's been a lovely series. And I'm also doing some different manga titles and such. So do come by, check me out, and see what I've got to say over there. Thanks everyone for coming by. Merry Christmas early, and I hope you get as many lottery boxes as you can possibly get during the 2019 Christmas event. You all take care. Later.